Good morning, I'm Adam Scully here in the Sports Center newsroom. Coming up on the next edition of CSM Sports Center, the postseason is upon us, both in the NHL and the NBA. We'll go through all of those matchups, and Yu Darvish makes his first trip to Toronto. All that and more coming up on this edition of CSM Sports Center. Stay tuned. Welcome to the 1 o'clock edition of CSM Sports Center. I'm Adam Scully. Big night in sports. The baseball season is underway. The NFL draft is just around the corner, and the playoffs have begun in both the NBA and the NHL. Hamilton also becomes the first player to hit 4 homers in a game since Carlos Delgado did 9 years ago. Hockey now on this day in 2000, Martin Brodeur recorded his 8th career postseason shutout in a victory over the Toronto Maple Leafs. During the game, he faced an NHL modern-day record low of 6 shots. Middle of the first, Danny Briere sends the puck in front. Max Talbot bangs it home, his 4th of the playoffs. Flyers have the lead. Game 1 of the QMJHL Finals, Rimouski and St. John. Sea Dogs without captain Jonathan Huberdeau, who was suspended 2 games for an illegal hit in their last one. Skip to the second, Rimouski down 1 on the power play. Alex Belzile pops in the loose puck, his 7th of the playoffs, ties this one up. This would need double OT. St. John putting on pressure. Minnesota Wild prospect Zach Phillips flips it up. It just crosses the line. Sea Dogs take game 1 and win their 19th straight at home. The Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim made the biggest splash during the offseason, spending over $300 million just to sign both CJ Wilson and Albert Pujols in one day. Well, Pujols has been a colossal disappointment thus far, going homerless in his first 104 at-bats, one off of his career high. The Blue Jays taking on the Angels. Toronto has won 5 of their last 6. Irvin Santana is 0-5 with an ERA over 6, receiving no run support. The Angels have been shut out in each of his last 4 starts. Top 3 men on for Yunel Escobar, single to center, brings home Jeff Mathis, 1-0 Jays. Steven Strasburg getting the call for the Nationals on this one, and he would get off to a great start, striking out 3 batters in the first 2 innings. And a start like that, well, that calls for an £8, $56 Strasburg. Nice. Top 4, he serves up a fat, juicy pitch to Hunter Pence, who drills it over the wall in center, his 4th of the season. Thanks, Sam. It's pretty clear that both the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Raptors are in absolute disarray. So heading into this season, there was a lot of hype about the Toronto FC. But as Michael Tomasoni reports, things just haven't gone as planned.
A chance for his first here, and a penalty kick. Brings approaches. And he hit the post. He missed it.
The sport of golf has really evolved over the years. It used to be an old man's game, and some didn't even consider it a sport. But all of that has definitely changed. Ricky Fowler is the essence of today's modern-day athlete, and a prime example of golf's new wave of stars. But he could never fire 4 consistent rounds to get into the winner's circle, until last week.
Yes.
At 23 years old and in his 67th career PGA Tour start, he finally won on the world's biggest stage. The key to his success last week was the flat stick. He was experimenting with a cross-hand grip, and it obviously worked out. Fowler has always had the flair and pizzazz that's changing the way the sport is looked at, and he's even been a part of a boy band.
Smash, bang, you gotta hit the ball far, then the crowd goes, then you hear the ooh-la-la-la-la.
Whether it's wearing a straight-brimmed hat or loud clothing, young kids want to be just like him, and all of his peers have respect for him, including Masters champ Bubba Watson.
It's amazing his impact. The flat brim, the motocross guy coming into golf, the bright colors, you could see him winning 5 in a row. I mean, he's that good. I'm glad he's my friend, because I can hang with him and look cool,
Ever since joining the PGA Tour, Ricky Fowler's been known to wear the all-orange combo on Sundays. Of course, former world #1 Tiger Woods has been synonymous for wearing a red shirt during his final rounds. But now that Fowler finally has that elusive win #1 on the PGA Tour, he's hoping that orange becomes the new red. For SportsCenter, I'm Adam Scully. The Los Angeles Kings have now won their first 5 road games during these playoffs. The last team to do that? Well, the Tampa Bay Lightning did it back in 2004, and they went on to win their first Stanley Cup in franchise history. That's all we've got for this edition of CSM Sports Center. I'm Adam Scully. Thanks for joining us.